Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to learn about red and blue teams and the major differences between them. So let's start with some introduction. Our personal and professional lives are interconnected by technology in ways that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. The cloud, mobility, and the powerful devices most of us have in our pocket enable a culture of convenience and the ability to collaborate and be more productive. While this convenience arguably makes our lives easier, it also makes it easier for cybercriminals to gain access to our sensitive personal information wherever it lives or wherever it is traveling across the network. These bad actors have ample motivation too. There's a lucrative market for the sales and exploitation of that data. Even with the best cybersecurity professionals on your side, hackers and cybercriminals will eventually find a way to your data. That's not to say that all is hopeless. However, IT security professionals work on the front line of this battle, fighting to protect against the continually evolving threat landscape. There are two cybersecurity teams, mainly red team and blue team. So let's start with red teaming. Red teams are offensive security professionals who are expert in attacking systems and breaking into defenses. The red team acts as an adversary, attempting to identify and exploit potential weaknesses within the organization's cyber defenses using sophisticated attack techniques. These offensive teams typically consist of highly experienced security professionals or independent ethical hacker who focuses on penetration testing by imitating real-world attack techniques and methods. The red team gains initial access usually through the theft of user credentials and social engineering techniques. Red team often consists of independent ethical hackers who evaluate system security in an objective manner. Once inside the network, the red team elevates its privileges and moves laterally across the system with the goal of progressing as deeply as possible into the network, exfiltrating data while avoiding detection. Red team activities. When you are a part of a red team, you are tasked with thinking like a hacker in order to breach an organization's security with their permission. Some common red team activities include social engineering, penetration testing, interception communication, card cloning, making recommendations to blue team for security improvements. Let's discuss the skills of red team. The offensive mindset of red team activities requires its own set of skills. Software development. You know how applications are built, you are better able to identify their possible weaknesses as well as write your own programs to automate the attack process. Penetration testing. Much of a red team's job is to identify and try to exploit known vulnerabilities on a network. This includes familiarity with vulnerability scanners, social engineering. An organization's biggest vulnerability is often its people rather than its computer network. Social engineering tactics like phishing, baiting, and telegating can sometimes be the easiest way past security defenses. Creativity. Finding ways to beat a blue team defenses often required creating a new and innovative form of attack. Threat intelligence and reverse engineering. Knowing what threats are out there and how to emulate them can make you a more effective attacker. Now let's discuss what is blue team. A blue team consists of security professionals who have an inside-out view of the organization. Their task is to protect the organization's critical assets against any kind of threat. The blue team is expected to detect, oppose, and weaken the red team. The mock attack scenario is designed to enhance their skills by preparing them for dangerous real-world attacks. The blue team will detect and neutralize the more sophisticated attacks and closely monitor the current and emerging threats to preemptively defend the organization. What are the activities of blue team? As a blue team member, it's your job to analyze the current security posture of your organization and take measures to address flaws and vulnerabilities. Playing for the blue team also means monitoring for breaches and responding to them when they do occur. Some of these include digital footprint analysis, DNS audits, installing and configuring firewalls and endpoint security software, monitoring network activity, and using least privilege access. Finally, let's discuss some skills of a blue team. Defending a company against attack involves understanding what assets need to be protected and how to best protect them. Here are some skills that could serve you well in blue team role. Risk assessment. Risk assessment help you identify key assets that are most at risk for exploitation so you can prioritize your resources to protect them. Threat intelligence. You will want to know what threats are out there so you can plan appropriate defenses. Blue team must stay a step ahead of attackers. Hardening techniques. Recognizing weaknesses in your organization's security is only helpful if you know the techniques for fixing them. Monitoring and detection system. As a blue team professional, you will need to know how to use packet sniffers, security and information event management, SIEM software, intrusion detection system, IDS, and intrusion prevention system, IPS. Thank you. That's all for today.